Good morning, family of hope. How are you guys doing? You see me in the mirror. I am in the mirror of Mr. Drax shadow case. Look how dusty, dirty it is. So what I am going to do today for this channel, Family of Hope, is I am going to show you what goes in Elijah Mainville, aka Drax shadow case. I have to wash it down, I have to clean it down, dust it up, and then we will get through what belongs in here in memorabilia of Drax Shadow, our son. We have a whole case dedicated to him. It's going to be an emotional day. And then later on another video, we are going to be doing a Drax Shadow tree. So I'm excited for today. Yes, it will be an emotional day, but we'll get through this together because I got you guys with me. So let's do this. So we have a bunch of small things and a bunch of big things. I think I want to put the biggest thing in there first. Ronnie, I need the money in the bank. I don't know which one is the one that goes in the case though. That are very valuable, some not so very valuable, so we're just going to go through it. These cups we got at a couple. We got one at the WrestleMania and one at both of them. Thank you. We got both of these at WrestleMania when Elijah was able to go to the first WrestleMania, and we got these souvenir cups. They're really cool. We got these at one of the stands that were carrying them. So these are cool. This is when we went back. It says 2015, so when we went and to one of the shows, we grabbed these. Some of the most important stuff. Okay, so this was right before Elijah passed. This had healing water properties for healing. It was prayed over. Elijah drank it. It was just transported healing water, and he drank it. So we keep this because we do. We have one of Elijah's teeth, one of his first teeth that he lost as a child. His first tooth. I'm gonna try my hardest not to get too emotional. Little Drax stone. Oh, some people made stuff for us and sent it to us, and we put it in the case. We can't put everything in the case when people had sent us stuff, so there is stuff put away. We just wanted to portray a few of Elijah's fans that sent us stuff. This one is a little rock that was sent to him. It says hero on it. Seashells that Elijah collected when we went to the beach. So I have a few seashells that Elijah collected that I keep. This little shell, he liked this little shell. Elijah's first legit boss. I don't know if it's backwards on the camera. Legit boss. Sasha Banks legit boss rings. I'm going to put these on the shelf. Okay, so this is the case that Elijah received in the middle of the ring at Monday Night Raw with the money in the bank. There was a contract in it. There was a couple of other things in it. Right now we have like Brie Bella's shirt in here, a couple of Elijah shirts in here, and this just sits in the case at the bottom. So this is the case that he received during Monday Night Raw when he signed his contract. Inside the bag, these are all the cards that he's collected throughout the years that people had sent him. These will definitely be worth money one day. A ton of old and new wrestling cards, so we're gonna keep that in the baggie. I think we do have an album where we could put these in an album. I just never got around to putting that in there. We also got a Cow Palace tag after Elijah passed when we went to go watch Cody Rhodes at the Cow Palace. We usually keep our tickets to WWE. This one says the Golden One sent her Monday Night Raw, May 1st, 2017. This is when we went the year Elijah passed. So we like to keep our tickets, so we just stick it in here with the rest of the stuff. Okay, so another follower of ours had sent this Precious Moments. It has a little dove with a little bracelet, and it's an age 9 to represent the age that Elijah passed. This is a seashell from Hawaii from Marielle, a friend of mine also who loved Elijah and our story. She was in Hawaii, and if you guys know and been following us for a long time, we were supposed to take Elijah to Hawaii and we never got around to it because the doctors did say, sorry, the treatment that he was on wasn't going to work, and they said that we couldn't go, and so we ended up going to Disneyland instead. But we would love to visit Hawaii still one day in honor of Elijah. Next, I have Elijah's favorite video game, which was Five Nights at Freddy's when it was popular back then. I don't think people play it anymore. I haven't heard or seen of it, but this was his first Fozzie. Is it Faz?
Freddy Fazbear.
Freddy Fazbear. It's Freddy. I keep thinking Fozzie Bear. It's Freddy Fazbear. And this was his first bear. This was a Drax shadow pillow that someone had made for us, and it has WWE on the back and it has Drax shadow on the front. This pillow was made for Drax shadow. I apologize, I can't remember everybody that gave us everything. It's been a few years. I'd have to go back to remember who gave us everything, but I appreciate every single person that gave us stuff right before Elijah passed and right after he passed. Next is Stone Cold Steve Austin, one of Elijah's first pop characters that was given to him. So that goes inside the case as well. This one was made by a follower of ours. It says Bio Elijah. They made a handmade Drax shadow doll. They took another doll and they painted it up. This is probably one of the best gifts we ever received. It says on the back, a neuroblastoma cancer survivor gets struck by cosmic rays, which gives amazing superpowers to magically shapeshift his shadow and to bring it to life. Now is known as Drax shadow. I love that imagination. They drew a picture of a Drax shadow on the back and they gave a little story, and it says signature ability shadow morph. His shadow can morph into anything. Special attacks are cosmic blasts. Fear the shadow, Drax magic. And it says other abilities, stealth, super speed, power gain. I think this is so cool. And they made a little box, and it says it's a Drax shadow legend, and it says don't fear the darkness, fear the shadow. Look at this handmade little Drax shadow doll. This is probably one of the best things we have ever received in honor of Elijah. And this, I still love this today. I crack up. Whatever imagination this person came up with, the best imagination ever. I love it. Next we have a signed autograph arrow from Stephen Amell, specifically given to us by hand from Stephen Amell when we met with Stephen Amell. They gave Elijah this arrow, signed arrow, to my favorite WWE superstar, Drax shadow, from Stephen Amell. We never will open this. Stephen Amell gave this to Elijah. Next we have the best, one of a kind, only one, a prototype, never will be made, Drax shadow action figure made by Mattel. Stephanie McMahon contacted Mattel because they have a contract, because they make WWE wrestlers, contacted Mattel, told Mattel what was going on, and Drax shadow was made as an actual action figure from Mattel. And there's only one of these. They are not being sold. This is ours. This is Elijah's, and it has a Drax shadow vest. It says fear the darkness on the back. They gave him the WWE Championship belt. It has our Drax Shadow shirt that we wear. You could see Elijah on the side here as a child, and they predicted of what he would look like as an adult as Drax Shadow, with Drax Shadow's signature pose. And it says real name is Elijah Mainville, first appearance August 3rd 2015. Signature move says Metal Hammer, but Elijah changed it after the fact that this was made, which is totally fine. The original signature move was Metal Hammer, but he changed it to the Spin Dash. It says it was from San Jose. His height is 5'11", 189 pounds. NXT Championship, United States Champion, Intercontinental Champion, WWE Champion, King of the Ring. Right here, Mattel went out of their way to make the best action figure you will ever see of our son and what he may have looked like when he was older. Worth every penny. Now, we didn't want to open it, but Elijah wanted to open it. So it is open, but still, we put it back in and made it as best as we could. Elijah wanted to play with his own action figure. Okay, I don't know how it doesn't fit in there now, but... Next, we have a signed Superman action figure. To Elijah, I hear you are a superstar, the best, from Justice League. Superman. I don't remember who signed it. I think it was the actor that plays Superman, but so I have the Stephen Amell facing out that way. Elijah loved the Wii games. We used to have a Wii U console, a Wii and a Wii U console. That was Elijah's favorite consoles, and he played Skylanders and he played Disney Infinity, and so he took a couple of the Skylanders. He used to be really huge fan of that Skylander boy and girl on YouTube, and he would watch them religiously every single day while he was in the hospital. And so he wanted to send them to the Skylander boy and girl, these that he painted. We never got around to it, and plus I don't even know if that channel is even still around because of the way YouTube and toys now. YouTube has shut down a lot of toy channels. So anyway, we keep this, but this was dedicated to Skylander boy and girl from Elijah. Elijah painted some Skylanders. This was Elijah's artwork. And so I have a few of the Skylanders still here with us. And he wanted to send them to these to them. If anybody knows Skylander boy and girl personally, let me know, because I would love to give this to them as a gift from Drax Shadow. And they're probably all grown up now and don't play that game anymore too, so who knows. Next I have is Find a Cure, Gone But Never Forgotten. If ever there is tomorrow, when we're not together, there is something you must always remember. You're braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think. A.A. Milne. 2017. This was painted for us. This picture was made on a computer. It says, "Don't fear the darkness, fear the shadow," and it says, "Oh no, the onions." And you know I have onions right now. And this was a thing that we would always say on this channel is, oh crap, no more onions. Because Dad hates onions, and onions means you're crying. So we kept this one. This one was very important. Elijah left. Loved this one. This was made by Rebecca Nelson. Next I have is a In Memory of a Life So Beautiful Lived, of a Heart So Deeply Loved, is a little memorabilia pumpkin, and it's a candle. We've just never lit it. This is something that I don't want to light and ruin. This is something that's super important to us as a memorabilia for Elijah. I like to put it in front of the onion picture because it kind of reminds me of the onion. It does kind of look like that. Next we have is Elijah's handprint when he made, I remember now, I had both Cayden and Elijah make handprints for their dad. So this one was a Father's Day gift from Elijah to Dad. It says, "I love Daddy," and this is Elijah's handprint. I think he was like 3 years old, 4 years old at the time, I think. Next I have is the American Nightmare Cody wine bottle. We bought a whole package of wine bottles and we kept one because obviously there's reasons why we support Cody Rhodes and all that Cody Rhodes does and AEW and everything that he does. So we had to buy this, and this goes in Elijah's case because for obvious reasons. Next, this goes along with the seashell we saw earlier, the big one. This is Hawaii sand that was sent to us by Marielle. Sand from Hawaii. Because Elijah couldn't make it to Hawaii, they sent us Hawaii sand. Next, we have this Million Mile 2018 Top Team Award. Because of you guys, we made it to one of the #1 teams on Alex's Lemonade Stand. We didn't make it this year because of COVID, and a lot of people couldn't donate because people are losing their jobs, and I understand that. But we appreciate all those who did donate this year. But back in 2018, we won Best Team. So let's do this again next year and be Top Team again. And this award was dedicated to you guys. We appreciate everybody that supports us in walking a mile to get to 1,000,000 miles for Alex's Lemonade Stand, and this is super special to us because it's you guys were super involved. One of the most emotional pieces that you will ever see in this case is a lock of Elijah's hair. I saved a lock of his hair, and so that gets to be in his case. I usually stick it behind the picture because I can't stare at that all the time. It's too painful. These are the gloves that Elijah used to wear all the time when he was playing around with his stuffed action figures, like that Iron Man that you saw for his audition. He would wear these gloves. We have a Respect glove, and we have a John Cena glove, and Elijah would wear these when he would be fighting and playing around with WWE. Next, I have a painted picture. I don't remember who painted these. I wish you guys would put your names at the bottoms. Please, by all means, comment on our other channel at Hopeful Nation and let me know if you're the one that made this. I can't remember who made this, but it says, "Time slips by and life goes on, but from our hearts, you're never gone. We think about you always. We talk about you too. We have so many memories, but we wish we still had you." And it has a cancer ribbon, Elijah, May 10th, 2007 to January 8th, 2017. Next I have is a picture hand drawn by the artist known as Lord 17. He drew an amazing golden picture of Drax Shadow in the ring winning the championship, and so that goes in here. We appreciate the artist that drew. He really loved Drax Shadow. Next I have a special gift that was given to us. This is chimes, and it says, "Those we love remain with us, for love itself lives on. Cherished memories never fade because a loved one is gone. Those we love can never be more than thoughts apart. For as long as there is a memory, they will always live in our hearts." And it has an Elijah memorial thing right here, 2007 to 2017, and it's very heavy stone, and it's an amazing, beautiful, gorgeous memorial. Next, I have this little young lady who was also fighting and battling cancer. This one says, "To Miss Melody, Mr. Ronnie, and Cayden, love everyone's favorite little queen with a cause, Isabella Rosalie Noelle Harris." Isabella Harris. This was sent to us right after Elijah passed. Next, I have two cards of Cody Rhodes as Stardust back in WWE. These were given to Elijah by one of our family here on YouTube. I think I want to put these next to the Cody Rhodes bottle. And then a little gold ribbon that was at his memorial. Next is I have a John Cena headband that Elijah wore. He wore that to one of the WWE trips that we went to. Okay, so I have a few documentations that we just keep in there. We've got a ton of tickets of all the wrestling shows we went to that's in here that we all keep. We've got a signed John Cena poster that was given to us by John Cena. You can see all those videos of John Cena hanging out with us. We do have that on the channel. We got a copy of the championship contract, Superstar, right here. This agreement is made on July 22nd, 2015. WWE Incorporated, it says Elijah Mainville is the superstar, has demonstrated true courage in the face of adversity and overcome significant challenges and obstacles. Due to the strength and courage exemplified by the superstar's Tough Enough video submission, Corporation hereby agrees to guarantee the superstar an honorary WWE contract. The act of delivering this contract enclosed within the Money in the Bank briefcase grants superstar an invitation to Raw on August 3rd, 2015 in San Jose, California SAP Center. Superstar will have the opportunity to sign his contract in the WWE ring beside the current WWE superstar of his choice, which was Stardust. This agreement binds both parties and the commitment herein. So there's another contract that was part of the Money in the Bank case. This one was signed when Cody Rhodes was part of APW after he left WWE. We got a couple of these posters signed by a couple of these wrestlers when they were in APW. So these go down below by the Money in the Bank case. And last but certainly not least, we've got the Celebration of Life. I got dizzy there. Elijah Mainville Memorial pamphlet that I created for Elijah's Celebration of Life. Talking about don't fear the darkness, fear the shadow. It has all his pictures in there. This was his memorial pamphlet when we did the Celebration of Life. You could find that live stream of us talking about Elijah. And the most painful part of the whole situation is Elijah's death certificate. I won't even open it, but we keep his death certificate in this case too. Not something to brag about, but it's his death certificate. And that goes in here too. So that's it for Mr. Drax Shadow's case. I was able to make a little bit more room as I'm cleaning the house. I probably will add more to the shelves because I do know that I have a couple more to add, but we kind of ran out of room. There is this card here I just found in the bucket. It says, "In every walk of nature one receives far more than he seeks," by John Muir. It's about the tree that was planted in Elijah's name. We do have that tree certificate. I believe is over there actually at the fireplace. This gift comes from Wayne. Rest in peace, little guy. This tree is being honored into Elijah, aka Drax Shadow. There was a tree planted and named Drax Shadow. And like I said, I appreciate every single person that has given us gifts after Elijah had passed. These are our #1 most memorable pieces. We do have a box full of gifts still sitting somewhere. If we ever get another case, I definitely want to display more. We just ran out of room on this case, but at least you guys get to see what was actually displayed in this case. I've never really actually gone through it until now, and so we appreciate all your love and support. That was definitely painful to get through, but I got through it because I know many of you asked what was in here and you guys wanted to see. So this is definitely in dedication to Elijah, aka Drax Shadow. We also had a belt that was given to him that is not going to be sitting up here. There's one more thing I do have to show you. This hat was made for Elijah. I completely forgot this was at the top. It kind of got a little dusty. I have to clean it off, but this is Freddy Fazbear hat. Nobody's allowed to wear this or even touch this. It sits. So anyway, Thank you so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up, and to make sure you guys go on over, if you want to comment or say something about it, you can go over to Hopeful Nations, because we did start a new YouTube channel where you can comment, where we keep updated on our regular vlogs, because this channel is all about Elijah Now and about WWE pretty much. And I do have another video that's coming out. It's going to be about the Drax Shadow Tree. This year's Christmas obviously will be dedicated to Drax Shadow. I'm excited about to put the tree up, and yeah, we'll see you guys all later. We love you guys so much, and again, thank you from the bottom of our hearts for being here with us through our journeys, and I hope that you guys will never give up, because Elijah would not want you giving up, because that was all about his theme. Don't give up.